Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome into the happy hour. For the next hour, we'll be playing some tunes. And in an effort to avoid copyright claims, no, I don't really care about that side of things. But I just thought we'd play some original tunes. And I know that many of you have been watching these happy hour shows for nigh on 5 years now and have heard a lot of the same songs that I play when I play my originals, because there's some crowd favorites and there's some of my favorites as well that I enjoy playing. But I thought we'd play something a bit different here today. I thought we'd play a little bit more from deeper in the catalogue, some of the B-sides and rarities and tracks from albums and EPs that I put out many moons ago. So it's going to be, if you like my music, you're in for a treat. If you're not a fan, you're free to go. But we're going to have some fun. We're going to have a beverage. So grab your beverage of choice and let's kick in. This is a newer song. It's actually hasn't been released, but I thought I'd start with this one because Russ at the moment is putting together another charity for cancer album to support Canadian children's cancer charities. And this song was from 2 years ago, from the original, the first one that supported the UK Kids Cancer Charity. So the charity Music for Charity album, and this is a song about the 1%, and it's called simply 1%. When you open your eyes up to the sky above and see the world, there is nothing that you can do but close your eyes again, 'cause you don't like what you're seeing and you don't like what it means, and you don't want to believe it, 'cause you're part of the 1%. When you open your mind up to the evidence you don't believe, there is nothing that you can do but close your mind again, 'cause you don't want to admit it, that you don't know what to do, and you don't have all the answers, 'cause you're part of the 1%. When you open your heart up to the people who need your help, there is nothing that you will do but turn and walk away, 'cause you don't care. What can you do? And it's their fault anyway, and you just don't understand it, 'cause you're part of the 1%. Oh yeah, that one goes out to all the old money and all the oligarchs and all the assholes of the world. Hello, none of you folks. I know I'm playing that and I'm pointing to the camera and I'm like, no. I don't think any of you fall into the 1% category. And if you do, hey, how about chipping some of that my way? G'day to the fine folks who are here live. We'll go through and say g'day. I'll have a quick sip of water. Mr. Fomiati was here early and present. Hello to Mark Bro, Thomas Christ, IKG Maverick, Pauls and Guitars. I think you're on Your Music Live tomorrow, aren't you, Pauls and Guitars? G'day, Barry Glenn, who's here. The 1% don't give as much, so donations are never expected, but always welcome. Exactly. I don't expect you to be dropping thousands on me, but if you would like to make a donation, feel free to. And you can even support me through Patreon and the membership and all that sort of stuff. G'day, Adam George Brown. I think you're on Your Music Live tomorrow as well. It's almost as if I just sent out an email telling all the folks that are on YML tomorrow and also giving them a link to this show. Because I did. Thank you. Sounds like an old number you may. Yeah, so this one was from about two years ago that I recorded the version, and I'd done nothing with it. Hello, Joe, and hello, Mr. Fomiati again. G'day, No Des Alexander. No one ever told me how many birds there were in a murder or flock. How many? A murder of crows. I know that's the thing. How many birds? Birds of a feather. Should we play a song about birds? I don't play this one very often, but it's a fun one to play. This is a song. Well, actually, we'll open a beverage, and then we'll play this one. Because again, this one was originally original. Oh, by the way, I'm on the what am I drinking today? Is it see-through? Yeah, kind of. This is from Garage Project, who are a New Zealand brewery, and this is a Bliss Lager, a Kiwi lager, so very crisp and refreshing in the hot weather as it is right now. And yeah, Jade did Counting Crows, which is why the crow chat is going on here today. This song's not necessarily about crows, but this is about this is a song about people who have differing priorities. Maybe they're living in the past. Maybe they want to do things and revert things back to the old days. It's called For the Birds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Every time I think about the things you say are true, it gets me thinking about the different ways we choose to spend our time. And I know that there are differing priorities, but it seems that yours are stuck in 1982. And all the pain you worry about today, just leave behind. Just listen up and say it's for the birds. It's for the birds. It's for the birds. It's for the birds. One thing you always say is look out for yourself. Nobody else is gonna keep you safe and make you satisfied. And that's something that I just can't come to terms with. So you can keep yourself protected from society, and all the friends you dump along the way will all move on without you, and they'll say it's for the birds. It's for the birds. Lots of bird emojis there, Tom. Love it. It's for the birds. It's for the birds. And if you open up your eyes, look around, you'll start to feel that you gave up the daily grind for something worth pretending that you are much better than the other people, finding fault in things that don't align with what you want to hear, believing everything that you were told when you were growing up. After all, your happiness is all that matters in the end. Rejecting others for the way that they decide to live their life. Defying every single fact you know that deep down is the truth. Intimidated, sad and scared is the reason for your pain. So it's time to start again. It's for the birds. Yeah, so the thing is, you might be thinking, oh, Pete's going hard at the moment because of the current climate and the things that are happening. No, all these songs were written years ago. So, and if anything, the songs I'm writing more recently are more sort of introspective and honest and probably motivational and uplifting. But when I first started making music, I was a little eventier and angrier. So some of these have a little bit of a middle finger to certain people, but it's okay. They're all bad people. So none of the songs you hear are going to be negative towards good people. We celebrate good people, and we take the piss out of bad people. It's how we roll in Australia. Hello to Mum and Dad, by the way. Hello, Bleeding Red Beats. Songs about birds just quack me up. Oh, you and I are of a feather, Mark Bro. I tells you what. Is there anyone else? Ashley HM's dropping on by. G'day to you. How many standard drinks are 1.2? That's how many standard drinks are in this Kiwi. So look, everything's coming up birds because kiwi is a bird. It's a bird native to New Zealand. It's their national bird. Yeah, let's chop down those tall poppies. You know what? You can be successful. Look at Tom Hanks. You can be successful and not be a dickhead. I reckon. Right, I'm going to play one from the deep past now. Hang on. Okay, I'm going to play it in that key. This is a song that was from my first EP that I released. It was called Recoil. And this is one of the first songs I ever wrote in GarageBand on the iPhone. I still remember I was walking around with my iPhone 4S. Yes, that's how long ago it was, the one with the 30-pin connector. And I had GarageBand on there, and it was like I was just learning GarageBand. It was at the start, so it must have been 9 years ago because it was when I was first starting to do GarageBand stuff and hadn't even started doing GarageBand tutorials. And I wrote this song just using like the guitar, the bring, bring, bring. And somewhere I've got the original version of this, which is me just strumming the guitar and playing it and putting it together. And I remember I like this song because it's the first time I played it. I wrote a song and I played it to my wife, just the demo version. She's like, "Oh yeah, that's as good as anything that you hear on the radio anyway." And I don't know whether that was your music's okay or the radio is shit, but either way, I'm going to take it. This is called Falling, and it's about people who fall into rabbit holes and fall for things and go. You'll get the gist. Falling. I don't know that you're falling, know that you're falling, know that you're falling in too deep. Know that you're falling, know that you're falling, know that you're falling in too deep. It's a matter of time and it don't really change what the meaning is. When you're trying to be anything that you can and it's hit or miss. I don't know why you're falling, know why you're falling, know why you're falling in so deep. Know why you're falling, know why you're falling, know why you're falling in too deep. And if you just looked around, you might have seen the trap. Sometimes it just doesn't matter when you lost the map. It's a matter of trust and I don't have enough time to commit. When I fall at your wayside and wonder if it is really legit. It's a matter of patience, you just have to wait for the final bell. And deliver a punch to the head that's deserving of all this hell. It's a matter of instinct and I know the truth, at least I got the gist. And I need you to know that of people I'm done with, you top the list. You top the list. Falling. You can cover my songs. Anyone can cover my songs. Falling down potholes. Yeah, no, we've all had those people where you're like, especially especially in the age of social media, you'll be like talking to someone and like years will go by, and then you'll see them again on Facebook, and they just like you read their comment, and you're like, oh wow, what happened? Who hurt you? What's going on? How did you fell down some weird rabbit hole, didn't you? And yeah, and unfortunately, many of us are going through that at the moment. Hello, Angela. By the way, I did see Bleeding Red Beats, and I was going to ask about Angela, but I was like, I'm sure Jesse would have told me if there was any Angela-related issues. I don't know. By the way, I don't even know what that could be. Drove over a pothole and having a tyre repaired. I don't know. Maybe something like that. Bobby Mitchell, g'day to you. Happy Saturday or Sunday, depending where you are in the world. Remember that Bobby's World? Remember that? It had, what's that guy's name? Howie Mandel. And he had a voice like this. And it was like, he would learn a lesson and it would be Howie Mandel speaking to, I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, there was something called Bobby's World, wasn't there? Okay. We're going to play another song in just a jiffy. Have a quick drink. Just getting in from a show. That sounds exciting. What did you see? Where did you go? You know that I'm going to ask you that as soon as you say we were at a show. I'll be like, what show? Last show I saw was Hamilton, which is, and then we're actually watching. Last night I went to a Jazz in the Park thing here nearby, and we watched some jazz. Watched a really cool band called Blanking on the Name. That's not the name of them, but that would be the Honey Badgers. Blanking on the Name would be the greatest name for a band. If I have another side project, I'm going to call it Blanking on the Name. That way, have you heard that new band? I'm blanking on the name. Then people are like, oh, really? Well, when you remember what they're called, let me know. And you're like, no, that's their name. It was cool. Local theatre, a fundraiser show. I love it. Love it a lot. Yeah, well, this was for a local charity. Beautiful. I love it. Yeah, so this was our council that puts on these park events, and it's really cool. They do symphonies in the park, jazz in the park, and concerts in the park, and yeah, all through summer, around the local area. And it's cool. It's like a free event. It's awesome. All right, yeah, BOTN. Yeah, exactly. Blanking on the name. You can see the T-shirts and everything, couldn't you? I'm doing it. Oh, there you go. BRB and our daughter did a dad-daughter dance. Say dad did a dad-daughter dance. Say that 10 times fast. One thing I know that Jesse isn't, that Bleeding Red Beats isn't. So I keep revealing your true identity. Is a bully. But there's lots of bullies out there at the moment, and this is a big FU to all the bullies out there. I wrote this song, and funnily enough, it's called Bully. 2, 3, 4. When you feel like you're right at the end of your tether, when your weight of the world starts to get you down, yep. Toughen up, man, you don't want to show emotion. Suck it up, look away, don't make a sound. Hey princess, what's that in your eye? You're feeling numb and wonder why. There is no crying in baseball, something that you just gotta know. There is no crying in baseball, 'cause if you cry in baseball or in life, don't let it show. Hey, Master Point. Whoa, bullies, F you. Every day you would say things just to hurt me. Every time that I woke up, I would scream. You were getting so much pleasure from my suffering. Didn't care what your words were doing to me. Hey, dirtbag, what gives you the right? It's hard to lose when you don't even choose to fight. There is no crying in baseball, something that you just gotta know. There is no crying in baseball. baseball. 'Cause if you cry in baseball or in life, now it's 10 years on and I'm feeling better. I survived all the worst that you could give. How is life now for you? I hear you're struggling. Karma is a dish best served ice cold. So now who are you to question me? Who are you to question me? I said, who are you to question me? I said, who are you to question me? Whoa, whoa, There is no crying in baseball, of course, made famous from the Tom Hanks movie. I was talking about our mate Tom Hanks before. Sorry, AC must go on. Getting hot. It's getting hot in here. So turn on your AC. Don't take your clothes off because nobody wants to see that. All right, quick drink. Thank you, Thomas Christ. Yeah, look, it's one that I don't play acoustic often. But if you haven't seen the music video, I painstakingly clipped a bunch of clips from A League of Their Own, which is a movie that had the "There's no crying in baseball" quote from it. So if you want to go and check that one out, you can. Never had the shout out in the middle of a song before. Yeah, yeah. There you go. I don't do it often because it usually distracts me, and then I play a wrong chord immediately afterwards. Banger and so I know it's Americana, isn't it? Yeah, it's you could imagine it being in like a movie about high school and like the jocks that are like the baseball and this in a time when nerdy kids weren't allowed to play baseball, and it's like, but I just want to try out for the team, Dad. It's like, nerdlinger, you can't play baseball, and then it's like do 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 do, and he like has a montage Rocky style, and he gets really really good, and then he goes out there and it's the big final game, and the star player gets like beamed by a ball, and they're like, oh no, the only player left on the bench is little Bobby. Little Bobby, he's a nerd. He's not going to do this. And it's like, and then it's like the natural with all the lights just exploding. Copyright pending. Let's play a song about not apologizing. Because life can be tough, and sometimes you have good days, and sometimes you have bad days, and sometimes you get things done, and sometimes you miss those deadlines. Sometimes you spread yourself a little too thin, and sometimes you don't always win. But instead of apologizing for it, just learn from it, do your best, and then come back and do it again. And if you surround yourself with good people, they will understand. And not only that, they will help you through. This is called No Apologies. 2, 3, 4. Maybe I spread things a little too thin. Maybe I'm trying too hard just to win. But my intentions are always the best. Maybe I don't always do what I say. Maybe the deadlines are missed by a day. But I'm here to tell you I'm trying to learn. And I'm running as fast as I can, but the work, it never ends. And I try to make amends, but it's not always easy. Maybe I'm biting off more than I chew. Maybe I need to be honest with you, but I just don't want to show any weakness. Maybe I need to step back for a while. Maybe I don't need to go one more mile, so I can keep my promise to you. And I'm running as fast as I can. The work, it never ends, and I try to make amends. It's not always easy, and I try to do everything I say, but I've only got one day today. When you think I've got it made, must be good to be this way. Look at what the people say. But the roses have their thorns. My biggest critic wears the horns. I think it's time to slow it down. See the light, and now it's time to make things right for me and you. It's all that I can do. Chair squeak. Yes. I know. If you know, you know. The original recording of that one had a big chair squeak at the end. And it was always funny to hear the squeak right at the end. We've got a few more songs to play here today. How are we going on time? Yeah, we're not even halfway through the time. Let's go with this one next up. Thank you to Mum and Dad. Thank you, Mars Capone. Thank you, mate. You know what? I think that's a good song too. And I'm like, if I was gonna redo and re-record any one of my songs, I'd re-record that. And I don't know. I can hear some Mars Capone bass on it. What do you reckon? Do you think that's a project for the middle of the year to redo No Apologies and do a Mars Capone on bass version? Because I'm not even sure that Jade was on drums for that one, I think. But yeah, my original guitar work I think could be improved upon. I think we could do a 2025 version of that. Thanks, Paws and Guitar. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Angela. TC there doing his thing. We've got people all wanting to move around the world at the moment. Yeah. Hello, Ishi TV. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. Captain of Hooks. I do like to write a good hook. I like to get songs in your head holes. That's true. A Day in the Life, the chair squeak. Yeah, and it kind of endears itself to me. I don't know if you know this about me, but my favorite movie, there's one thing you've got to know about me, and that's that my favorite movie is Back to the Future. So much so that the magnum opus of the band Righty Doki, or the side project artist that I have called Righty Doki, is a song that is an homage to the movie Back to the Future. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. Mars Capone for the super sticker. As we always say, donations always appreciated, never, ever required. Clayton on keys. Oh, mate, could be a good old time, couldn't it? Thomas Christ could be in there. What could we get Thomas to do on that one? Some cool like synth arps or something. He could throw it into Fruity Loops and get some like. I don't know. Sorry, that was meant to be like a compliment, but it ended up sounding like, "Oh, Thomas, you can probably just play some synths, mate." It's like that when you have a band, they're like, "Oh, you can be on the tambourine." How offensive! If Thomas didn't know that yeah, I don't mean it. He'd have every right to to be offended. Yeah, industrial it up. There you go. You can do that. This song's about Back to the Future. By the way, the Back to the Future musical is coming to Australia, but it's coming to Sydney in September. So any donations you want to give me today, I'll put away into the Get Pete to Sydney for Back to the Future the musical fund. All right, let's give this one a play. Let's play it in the right key. Back in 1985, late for class, but feeling fine, 'cause I have a rock and roll band. Thank you, Tom. Got a call from my older friend, working on a way to bend for space. Time continuum. But it all went so wrong, and I had to escape. Press the gas as I hit 88. Time that flies when you're having fun. Sometimes feels you're the only one who knows how heavy it feels. Time that flies and you're out of here. One lone pine and you disappear. You're done. 1.21. Need to find my mom and dad and get them to fish under the sea dance, before we all fade away on a Polaroid, baby. Great Scott, this is gonna be tough. Scott's plan is pretty rough, 'cause we need a lightning bolt. But my girlfriend had written her number for me, and I now know my density. Time that flies and it's time to run. Sometimes feels you're the only one who knows how heavy it feels. Time that flies and you're out of here. One lone pine and you disappear. You're done. 1.21. You ready to come to the middle 8 with me? Parking cars with boys, flux capacitors. George is such a bore. Great rhyming, Johns. Had to play guitar, might have gone too far, but your kids are gonna love it. Time that flies and it's time to run. Sometimes feels you're the only one who knows how heavy it feels. Time that flies and you're out of here. One lone pine and you disappear. You're done. 1.21. Georgie's such. Oh no! Oh God! Yeah, imagine. Georgie's such a bore. No, never. What? I know. Why do? Oh, Mark, you're a funny person. You reckon that should be in there? If they ever do a movie, like you know how sometimes they do a musical of a movie and then they do a movie of the musical? Yeah, I'll be the end credits because it tells the whole story. It's the whole thing. And I was literally, if you've seen the music video for that one, again, it's literally a whole bunch of stuff cut together. In fact, I know last time I played this, I showed this again. I can't reach it. I have the VHS sitting at my feet because I still haven't. How long ago was that song? Like over 2 years ago? I still haven't taken the VCR and the copy on VHS out from under my feet in all that time. Yeah. All right. This song is 10 years old. And it's really easy to remember how old this song is because it's called Three. And I wrote it when my youngest daughter was 3 years old. And guess how old she is now? She's 13 years old, which is very weird. But thankfully, this song's called Three because back in the day she would say, "I want three." Like if you offered her anything, it's like, how many lollies would you like, Charlotte? It's like three because I'm three. So I wrote this song about children, and yes, as Bleeding Red beats, this song has all the dad feels. So yes, if I tear up a little bit during this song, you'll know why. This is called Three. I know you're tired, so am I. It's like the week has passed us by. Started at 6, now it's 8. How did I let it get so late? I know there's things that you don't know, like when I leave and you can't go. Please understand me when I say that you'll appreciate one day. There's one thing you always say that brings a smile and makes my day. 3 because you're 3. You want 3 because you're 3. 3 because you're 3. You want 3 because you're 3. When it's time to go to bed, sometimes you see things in your head. Fishes swim and make you sad, but these are dreams that we've all had. When morning comes, you're still awake. These are the choices that we make. You'll always be my little one. If you I'll stay until the sun. There's one thing you always say that brings a smile and makes my day. 3 because you're 3. You want 3 because you're 3. 3 because you're 3. You want 3 because you're 3. And when I think of all the reasons, I find it so unreal that you've been here for 10 more seasons. And each one has been great. And when you hold your arms out to me, fear just melts away like ice blocks on your plate. 3 because you're 3. You want 3 because you're 3. Ah, yes, classic from the first EP I ever released. So long ago, I recorded it in Reaper. I wasn't even a garage band guy back then, and it was called the Family EP. And you can dig it up if you go to petejohns.com. It'll take you to the library, and if you scroll right to the bottom, you'll find the Family EP, where I wrote a song for each member of my family, pretty much. Um, yes, yes. Mum and dad who know that 3 and now 13-year-old very, very well. Thank you, Bleeding Red Beats. I will need that for a beer to survive. Yes, as 13-year-olds and 15-year-olds that we have in this house right now. And look, as far as teenage girls go, like all the stories you hear, mine are pretty good, I reckon. Mine are good kids. Have their moments. Don't they all? Don't we all? Come on now. We all have our moments. Thank you, IKG Maverick. 35-year-old daughter with a 2-something. That's her problem now. Yep. Yep. Yeah, so petejohns.com is where you can go. And yeah, you can give them back. Do you want one more? No, thank you. Two are plenty. 2 are plenty. 15-year-old son is so much easier. They say that, and tell me if this is right, Angela, but they do say that young boys are just nuts, like they're just full of energy and run around kicking and breaking and stomping and throwing and all that sort of stuff. And girls are like kind of just chill. And then when it gets to like the teenage years, the boys just kind of mellow out and just go, oh, yeah, I'm just going to play video games and relax now. And the girls kind of get into all the drama and stuff, and they then become challenging. But it could, obviously, it's different. Different for everyone, isn't it? Now, but I'm contractually obligated when I play a song about one of my daughters to play the song I wrote about the other daughter, because otherwise it's just not fair, is it? So this is called. Tell you what, I forgot the sentimentality of these songs that I wrote 10 years ago. This song's called "By Your Side." Let's see if I can get through this. When it's raining outside and the darkness is all around and you don't know where to hide, and you've got something on your mind, doesn't matter what you say, and doesn't matter what you do. Know that you will be in my heart, and I mean it triple true. I know it hurts sometimes, but it's worth it in the end. I know that sometimes you feel sad. That's what I'm here for. I will be right by your side. Doesn't matter what you do or say or be, and I don't even know, sometimes you see. I will be right by your side. No need to fear the darkness anymore. I will be there just to lend a hand when things don't work out right. When the sun starts to shine and rise for another day, you will say morning time. And I know things will be just fine. Doesn't matter how you feel, and doesn't matter who you are. Know that you will be in my heart, and I know you're going far. And when the tears are gone and I see you smile again, I know it's just a part of growing. That's what I'm here for. I will be right by your side. Doesn't matter what you do or say or be. And I don't even know, sometimes you see. I will be right by your side. No need to fear the darkness anymore, 'cause I'll be there. By your side from the family EP from way back in the day. G'day, colourful energy. Hello, Sean Chandler. I did see you before, Sean, and I forgot to say g'day. Thank you, paws and guitars. The grandparent heartstrings. Yes. Should we play something that's just a bunch of bollocks? Let's play a song about sharks, shall we? This song, I mean, on the surface, it's about sharks and learning to swim. But like most things that I write, it has a much deeper meaning, pun intended. Deep, ocean, shark, swim. Yeah, let's play Sink or Swim. All my life I've worried about the things in the water I cannot see. Got this panic washing over me. Have a fear of what might sting and what those circling sharks will bring. Maybe I'll be safer on the shore. 'Cause I don't know what's in the water, and I don't know if I'll sink or swim. Talking heads on the news today, telling me what to think and say. Some people won't come back from down below. On reflection, my memories are always making a fool of me. But I'm learning to ebb and flow with the tide. 'Cause I don't know what's in the water, and I don't know if I can win. There might be more under the surface, but it's time to dive in. 'Cause nobody knows what's in the water. Nobody knows who's gonna win. Oh, I'm just keep on floating, even though I might sink or swim. Ooh, taking it out of me here today. Got to rock out a little bit, especially when you've done a couple of deeper meaningful songs. There you go, Thomas Christ. Not only the link slinger, but the emoji pusher. Something like that. Oh, well, we have fun around here, don't we? I like to think that I take you on a journey of discovery here on the Happy Hour. It is called the Happy Hour, and we do have fun in between times. But yeah, like not all music can just be gumdrops and lollipops and sunshine and rainbows and all that sort of stuff. Shall I try and play another song? This is a song that I don't think I've ever played this live before. This is an old Fear Cut tune. So for those uninitiated, I had a band by the name of Fear Cut. I did a little side project, so I wanted to release some music using a different distributor that shall remain nameless because DistroKid all the way, always will be. And I called them Fear Cut for many reasons. It was a long story. And it was the song Goats was by Fear Cut. But there was a second song that I had kind of forgotten that I did for a while there. And it's a song called "What You Deserve," and I like it because it's about the main character in this one is, funnily enough, a giant dick because that seems to be who I write about. But they get their comeuppance in this one, a bit like a bully before they get their comeuppance. So I'm going to play this one for the first time ever here on the Happy Hour. "What You Deserve." 1, 2, 3, 4. Put yourself ahead of me. It's just the way you'll always be. You can win so others lose. Talk is easy, it's hard to choose. Never had a heart of gold, so it don't matter what you sold. Throw away what others need. You cause pain while others bleed out. You better watch out for what you wish for, 'cause if you're not too careful, you just might get what you deserve. It's asinine just what you do. You blame the world for hurting you, but you don't see outside your door. It's easier to just ignore. You better watch out. You better get down on your knees and pray, 'cause if you're not too careful, you just might get what you deserve. Heart race, wet palms, all rage, no calm. White guilt, no way. Buy more, it's too late. Market crash, no cash. Big debt, and no stash. Bankrupt, foreclosed, no friends, no hope. You better watch out, or you just might get what you deserve. You better watch out, motherfucker, or you're gonna get just what you deserve. Yes, the old Fear Cut tune called "What You Deserve." Sorry, language warning on the previous song. Yes, and it was again written about songs don't have to be written about people. I like the fact that you can just insert name crypto bro, investor wanker, like anyone that you know that you can just put that song against because it works for a lot of people. Should we get a bit tender again? We've got a few more songs to go. Thank you, Thomas. Appreciate it. Should we do a little bit? We'll do another little tender song that I don't play too often, because again, it hits me in the feels. And as the performer, it's hard to perform songs that when you like, you start to tear up. And yes, men are allowed to be sensitive and have emotions. In fact, it's a good thing. So just so you know, I know talking to people here, and you're just like, I mean, of course. But yes, again, toxic masculinity culture aside, that many people say, you're not allowed to cry because there's no crying in baseball. This one is a bit of a... I do get a lot of comments about this one. And this one's written, so the character in this song is someone who's going through some stuff. They've just got some bad news, and they're like walking around, and then they're realizing like they want it to be a certain time of the year, and they think that that's going to solve everything, and then they kind of realize that the real help comes when you say to someone else and you reach out and you say, "Hey, I'm struggling. Can you help?" And people do. It's called summer. Only the rain keeps me company, falling from high in the sky. Gray skies above and they're bringing me down. Walking the streets of my city, stumbling down every street, wondering when it will all start to change. And I wish it was summer, wish it was summer and I was okay. Wish it was summer again. Back to my place in the suburbs, storm clouds are still closing in, safe in my mind for an hour or two. And I pluck up my courage and step out the door. Maybe the rain ain't so bad, maybe it's all what you choose to believe. And I wish it was summer, wish it was summer and I was okay. Wish it was summer again. And I'm doing the best that I can, making the most of the time that I have, living one day at a time. And I doopy to see you again, telling me everything's gonna be fine. You bring the light to me, and I'm thinking of summer and feeling okay. But I know that summer is gone, and I'm thinking of summer. Think of the sun in my heart, on my skin, thinking of summer again, again. Oh. Summer. I'm thinking of autumn right now because the summer has been a long, hot one. I mean, it hasn't been that hot. It looks like it's going to be hot in the next week. But yes, I got a couple of songs for you to finish off here. So we're going to play a penultimate tune. I'm going to go a little bit overtime here today, sorry. Now, we don't have Brad example at the moment, but there is now I'm going to admit, I know that the community lost Kurt, and there's a Kurt Fest going on over on Camp Gmay's channel. I didn't know Kurt well, Kurt and Justine, but the community are all very supportive of them, and that's a super cool thing. So I don't want anyone to think that because I'm not sort of talking about it or said anything there that I'm not aware, and I don't think it's a great thing. I do. It's just, the community is so large now, which is a good thing, that there's just so many people. And as you know, I'm card-carrying introvert, so I'm not as switched on as others are. But yeah, if you want some more music, I think Jade's playing over there today. I know Brad has played or will play. So yeah, Thomas, if you can be so kind, and if you have a link, you can throw it in here for folks to go to after the show. That would be appreciated. Let's have a drink. This is going to require a quick tune. This is one of the few songs I have written and play in C major. I normally avoid it because I'm not a big fan of the F chord. I don't give an F much love because I'm not very good at it. The song's called Turn Back. Times I have tried to forget what I have done, and it always seems to be a little hard to reflect on what was and what could have been done. Doesn't seem to help me anyway. So many sleepless nights, wondering if I did it right, losing track of what it means to be alive. And it's easier to say than to do it anyway. And I'll try my best to make this moment last. Don't turn back, it's a waste of your time. Don't turn back, it's already happened anyway. Don't turn back now because it's over. Don't turn back now. Hello Joe and Barry Glenn, thank you so much Joe for the kind donation. Times I have tried to forget what I have done, and it always seems to be a little hard to reflect on what was and what could have been done. Doesn't seem to help me anyway. So many sleepless nights, wondering if I did it right, losing track of what it means to be alive. And it's easier to say than to do it anyway. And I'll try my best to make this moment last. Don't turn back, it's a waste of your time. Don't turn back, it's already happened anyway. Don't turn back now because it's over. Don't turn back now. Don't turn back, it's a waste of your time. Don't turn back, it's already happened anyway. Don't turn back now because it's over. Don't turn back now. Joe, Glenn, thank you very much for the kind donation. We're well and truly over time, but I'm going to play one more just to finish off because we need to finish on like a high note. Yeah, I thought my E was a bit flat. A flat E and a sharp A was not making those low strings sound great. Thank you all for hanging out here tonight. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Mum and Dad, Paul's and Guitars, Thomas, Bleeding Red Beats, Colourful Energy, Barry Glenn as well. Yeah, thanks you to Joe and Barry. They are a team, that Joe and Barry. I'll say my final farewells in a jiffy, but I'm just going to have a quick drink and then play this one last song. So, I don't really write country music, but this next song is the closest I have to a country song. But don't worry, Mark Bro, I don't think it's Western, unless it is. And if it is, you can tell me. Yes, the magical drink. This is a song called Home, and we're going to go home. It's going to take us on home with a song. It was from both my Recoil EP, and then I liked it so much I stuck it on the album as well, called Selfish Aware. You can get all that at petejohns.com. Thanks for hanging with me and tolerating my original tunes here today. Hope you had fun. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've been traveling all so long, been a hard road, seeds I've sort of overgrown. Now I'm on my way home. Been a long time far away, made a few small, big mistakes, but now I'm done. Now I'm on my way home. Maybe should have seen it coming. Now I know I've had some regrets. Now it's time that I start going down the road, heading back to home. So I gone and gathered all my things, said my goodbyes, started traveling, I'll take my time. Now I'm on my way home. There's a reason for everything, and now I realize I'll be better off from here. Now I'm on my way home. Say regrets are for the ages, and it's time to start the recoil. Jealousy's a wasted feeling that I'll leave behind, heading for my home. Now I'm going 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 home. And now it's time for you to go home. If it weren't that you were probably already in your homes. That is going to do it for this week's slightly extended edition of the Happy Hour. Thank you, Bleeding Red Beats. Thank you, Thomas Christ, Angela Sinclair, Mark Bro, Colourful Energy, Paws and Guitars. Thanks to Mum and Dad. Bluesy, rockish, bluegrassy. Yeah, maybe a little bluegrassy, that one. Thank you, Colourful Energy. Colourful Energy is on tomorrow's show, by the way. if you are not aware, we do a musical celebration show called Your Music Live, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It does exactly what it says on the tin. It's your music, and we do it live. We do it every week, and Colourful Energy is on tomorrow's show, which kicks off at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, which is your what's that? The UTC is what they call it these days. So you'll be sent there directly after this show if you want to get yourself ready for that one and drop a like. If you haven't already hit the like button on this one, feel free to do so. And yeah, you can support me in a number of ways by being a channel member, by joining the Patreon, and by indeed joining us for Your Music Live tomorrow. So I will see you on that show, and I've only one thing left to say, folks, and that is, please, if you do one thing this week, in fact, if you do three things this week, I'd love you to do these three things. One, be kind to yourselves. Two, be kind to others. And three, keep creating, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.